I'm joined once again by Alonzo Menifield, who's going to be returning at LFA 28 coming up here on December 8th. Alonzo, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, all good, man. You know, training hard, getting ready to go to war.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good to see you back in the LFA cage. And the last time we saw you was on the Contender Series. And I know that was kind of a weird fight. It ended not the way you wanted. Of course, there was an injury against Daniel Jolly, on the, Contender Series 3 card. After the fight, what was sort of your reaction to everything? Did you talk to the UFC at all? What was sort of the post-fight comments after that fight?
Well, the fight afterward was just like kind of a disbelief because it ended in a way where I didn't think it was like, I guess, good enough to be showcased and like, hey, say to Dana White, hey, I'm ready for the UFC. So in that aspect, it was disappointing. The questions afterward was just like, just get him a couple more fights, get him going, more experience, and then that's a possibility as far as questions afterward. So.
Well, it's weird, too, because you won the fight, but obviously he couldn't continue. Not the way you would have wanted things to go, but did you take away anything from the performance at all? Because, I mean, it looked like you were doing pretty well, and then obviously the fight just sort of ended with that injury.
Yeah. As far as me, I took away, I broke down myself, and I seen some holes in my game, so I've been working on those as far as the fight. And that's pretty much all I did as far as that fight.
Gotcha. Anyways, you're back with LFA, which is never a bad thing. LFA always promoting those guys up to the UFC all the time. And you're taking on Otavio Lacerda. I believe that's how you say it. How do you feel like you match up against him in this one? He's got the 9-4 record.
Yeah, his record is pretty big. So that means he has a lot of experience. As far as his skill sets, I think he's good. He fancies himself as a Muay Thai, so that's pretty cool. I do Muay Thai. He got some good attributes, but nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, for sure. And how's training camp going, and who are some of your main training partners you've been working with ahead of this matchup?
Oh, I've been working a lot at Fortis gym over there in Dallas with the big boy. I was working with Rashad. We got Kennedy and Geoff Jeffrey, who just made Neil.
Yeah, Jeffrey Neal won on the Contender Series, yeah.
Yeah, I've been working with him. Man, that guy got a crazy left. I've been working with them and, some other folks over there. I can't really remember the name. But, they got Flo, the wrestler. And it's just been a lot of good guys over there. Big bodies, good guys. We've been training with them, my size. And then, I always swing over to Saxon every time, and we work on our technician and, skill set as far as striking and kicking.
And, I mean, it must give you a lot of confidence getting to train with those UFC-level guys on a regular basis, and then you head into a fight like this, and it's like, sometimes the training camp can be harder than the fight itself.
Yeah, the training camp. Yeah, as far as training, they are super hard.
Yeah, no, I bet.
As far as this fight.
How's the weight cut going, and how are you going to survive Thanksgiving coming up this weekend?
Oh, you know what? Good thing is I don't really celebrate holidays, so... I would go with my wife's family, which is, family-in-law. And then we'll enjoy, I guess turkey or whatnot. But only thing I like would eat was turkey and stuffing. But besides that, yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. My weight is on point. I've been dieting and doing what I should have been doing or should be doing.
Yeah. Now, just because of the fact you're on the Contender Series, and again, you're fighting for LFA, you got that undefeated record, you kind of have to keep the diet in point pretty much all the time, just in case that phone rings and you get that call to the UFC.
Right. So it's like the fighter's life, I live it. So I kind of like make sure I have a diet planned out throughout the whole week, and I'll eat a certain type of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it just goes on. I've been doing it for almost like a year and a half, so it's easy for me.
Okay, gotcha. And how do you see this fight ending on the 8th? I mean, you're going to win, but how do you sort of see it unfolding?
I see it unfolding with him coming out, kicking, punching. He may loop some hands, maybe a left or a right. But, me just keeping poised, filling them out maybe if I don't trigger happy or get trigger happy. And then, we'll get in there and we'll hit each other. And then that'll be it. He may fall, he may not. He seems pretty tough, so.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, assuming all goes well, you get a finish in this one, and you're healthy. If that UFC call doesn't come, is the plan to stay with LFA, or are you going to see what else is out there? Like, what's sort of the plan after this?
Oh yeah, the big promotion is always number one for me. That's UFC. That's UFC. So if anything, I don't get a call, I'll just keep fighting for LFA.
Nice. Okay. And I mean, ideally, would you like to fight in early 2018, or do you want to enjoy I mean, you don't celebrate holidays, so I guess it doesn't really matter. You don't need that much time
Yeah.
off.
Right, it doesn't even matter. So as far as any days off, I'm ready. But early, I don't know if that'll happen. But if not, mid 2018 is fine with me.
Okay, gotcha. I was going to say, you should just put that on like your Twitter profile or whatever. Do not celebrate holidays. Am available at any point. So then, that's a good sales pitch right there. Because I know some fighters, it's like, I got holidays with the family, everything else. Like for you, it doesn't matter. It's like, I'll just take it.
Yeah, I'll just take it. I don't celebrate it.
Yeah, oh, that's good, man. What are you watching on TV right now? Are you watching any Netflix right now at all?
No, I was watching a clip on YouTube. It was about the top 20 greatest boxers. So I'm just seeing what their opinion on that.
Interesting. Have you seen that documentary, the ESPN 30 for 30 on Tommy Morrison? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's really good, and it's pretty sad. I guess I grew up in the '90s, but it was there's a lot of stuff I didn't know about what had happened with his boxing career and everything, and it's pretty crazy. You know Tommy Morrison, right? He's in the Rocky movie.
Yeah, I know. That's great. Yeah, I'll look at that.
Yeah, go look it up, man. You'll really enjoy it, especially if you like boxing. It's a really good documentary, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, boxing is cool. The fundamentals.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm like a big nerd. Like I'm not like a huge boxing fan, but I like learning about the history. The ESPN also did another one on Evander Holyfield as well, just talking about how he never got any respect until he fought Tyson. Like I love stuff like that. I'm like a boxing history nerd in some ways. I like that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would definitely look it up.
Good stuff, man. We certainly got to look you up coming up here. LFA 28. It's coming up here December 8th. It's live on Access TV. And Alonzo, it's always good talking to you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm on what's Instagram is Alonzo Menifield MMA, I believe. I have a Facebook account, Alonzo T Menifield. Twitter is Alonzo Menifield MMA. Those are how you would get a hold of me. Mainly Instagram. That's mainly been the source of everyone connecting with me. As far as anyone else, I like to thank my coaches at Saxon's Saxon, and then Fortis, which is safe. And then sponsors. They all know who they are, and thank y'all. You guys are awesome.